As part of our Dare to Dream sermon series, we're offering witnesses of faith from people in our own congregation. So today we invite Kevin Nelson to share with us how God's dream has been made alive in his life.
You know what I want to do first is I want to ask a question. Who did it? Did you do it? No, you didn't do it. I know it. Well, she told you you did it. Did you do it? Who did it? Who in this place prayed for me? I told Lisa I wasn't going to cry, but I'm sorry. Raise your hand. Who prayed for me? See, I knew it. Gosh, I love this church. So here's what happened. February, I went to the doctor because my wife makes me get a physical every year. I went to the doctor. The doctor we were high-fiving and belly bumping because I look good. Right? I've lost 35 pounds. I mean, he is high-fiving and belly bumping, right? They do all the blood work. I go home. I call Lisa on the way. I'm all good. A few days later, I get the call. Kevin, last year your PSA level was at 2.8. This year your PSA level is at 10.8. I need you to go see Duke Urology. So we did that. And in March, I forget the dates, but in March, on March the 9th, I got the pleasure of having a prostate biopsy. Don't wish that on anybody, but we got that done. And then on the 16th, it was confirmed that, yes, I have prostate cancer. We immediately got moved across the street to Duke Oncology, and Lisa and I went and met with. It was very cool because, I mean, we sat in a room, and the radiation oncologist came in and met with us, and then the surgical oncologist came in and met with us, and then the hormonal oncologist came in and met with us, and they laid everything out. Here's your options. What in the world? Well, okay. Radiation, I'm sorry, for me was not an option because it's just not. It's going to melt everything together. So there's really one option, and that was let's surgically have it removed. So we make that decision, and the week of Easter, and I had set an appointment with a surgical oncologist for the 19th of April to lay out the plan. When, how, all of those things, right? I forget who it was that called, but we were talking to someone, and Lisa then reminded me, she goes, you know what, we probably should go to the healing service on April the 11th, that Sunday afternoon, because it was that week later because of Easter, right? Well, I'm a guy, in case you didn't know it, and I'm sorry, but I struggle. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not good at believing that God's going to heal my prayer because I struggle with it. But I went, and I'm not asking God remove this prostate cancer from me. That's not reality, right? In my brain, it's not. But God, I need healing to prepare myself, my mind, for what is about to happen, right? Because I'm going to have to learn to deal with incontinence. I'm going to have to learn to deal with impotency. I'm going to have to learn to deal with these things that are going to be hard. So give me the strength to do that. Okay. Well, I got to work, so that was on the 11th. On the 12th, I got on an airplane, and I flew to Arizona. Took all day, get up the next morning. I'm driving through Chick-fil-A, of all places, right, to get breakfast. My phone rings, and there's a gentleman that I haven't spoken to in months. A friend from work, and he says, Kevin, I just heard about your prostate cancer. He said, have you decided what you're going to do? And I go, yes, we're going to get it taken out. It's going to be fine, Chuck. It's all going to be good. He goes, I don't want you to do that yet. I don't want you to make that final decision. I want you to talk to this guy. Now, God showed up already. Right now, God showed up. He's sent somebody that I haven't spoken to in months in my life to say, look at something else. He says, call this guy. He had it done 10 years ago. Yes, he had to leave the country. I said, Chuck, I'm not leaving the country to get anything done. And he goes, no, it's been approved now in the United States, but go check this out. Go talk to the guy. So I did, had the conversation, went to work, got back to my hotel, did research on this new procedure called HIFU, put in and asked for more information. The next morning they called me, asked for all my lab, all of my numbers, all of those things, and they go, yes, Mr. Nelson, you seem like a candidate. I said, okay, well, I'm not going to Mexico to get it done. No. Where do you live? Wake Forest. Well, we have a practicing doctor in Cary. God shows up again, right? So the next morning, they said, would you like us to set you an appointment? Yes. What day? They said, we've got an appointment on the 19th. I was meeting with the surgical oncologist on the 19th. Now I'm meeting with this doctor on the 19th. So I canceled the other appointment. I go meet with them, and he goes, Kevin, I need an MRI to be able to see where it's at. Your numbers match, but I need to see where the cancer lesion's at. Okay. We go get the MRI. I go back, and guess what? The cancer lesion is in exactly the right place that they can perform this procedure. God shows up again. It's frightening to me because it ticks me off because God did it again. On the 21st of May, we went and had the procedure completed. Other than having to wear a catheter for 2 weeks, I wouldn't have known they had done anything at all. It was that non-invasive, right? I mean, it was unbelievable. Now, I go back, when I met with the doctor, we had the MRI, we had the consultation with the doctor, and he says, yes, you're a candidate, and it's in the right place, and we can do the procedure. He says, okay, Kevin, here's the issue, though. You got to pay for this right now. Insurance doesn't cover it. You got to write that check right now. Not write a check, actually. You got to wire transfer the money because you've got to pay it now. Well, God blessed us again. We were able to write that to make that happen. But it's still in my brain. I'm going, well, why in the world would insurance not cover it? We had the procedure done. I had to wait 2 weeks. I came back to work. The vice president of HR walks into my office. Kevin, how's everything going? How did the procedure go? Yada, yada, yada. I asked him the question about, Mike, why would this not be covered by insurance? And he goes, it doesn't make any sense, but that's the way it is. 2 days later, he came back. He said, Kevin, we are self-insured. We have looked into this, and guess what? God showed up again. Because our company insurance is now going to cover the procedure that you had done. But we're going to put a cap on it. Want to guess how much? The exact amount that we had to write the check for. Your prayers made it all happen. Because I didn't believe that it would. I wanted to believe it. I believed it enough to count on y'all to do it. Now, we've gotten through all of this, and we go back, and we had to wait 3 months to find out, did it work? And I'm happy to report that on, what was the date, Lise? On September the 23rd, August the 23rd, I go back after the 3-month waiting period, and my prostate level is now at 0.92. God is good. Now, this is the last time that the next thing that God has given me, a sign that it was where I was supposed to be and that He's involved in it, because guess what September is? September is National Prostate Health Awareness Month. Gentlemen, Prostate health is nothing fun to talk about. It's no fun to get checked for, but get it. Get your prostate exam every year. Get your blood work done. Look at it. Mine changed in a year. Go get checked. All right? And if you know anyone that has been diagnosed with prostate cancer that wants to talk to me about this new procedure called HIFU, I'll be happy to, because it worked for me. All right? I thank you so much for your prayers. I couldn't have done this without you. Without those things, those moments in this process that God got involved, that God answered your prayers and led different people into my life, I would have gone through with having it extracted. I don't know what my life would have been like then, but today I'm standing here telling you, God is good. Don't hesitate to ask for my prayers. I looked in the bulletin today, and we have those names in there every Sunday. Don't just put the bulletin back on the counter. Take it home with you, because those people are counting on us, just like I was counting on you.